Oh, hello, hello. And yes, I am live. First thing Saturday morning. Can you believe it? Yes, I know this is not our usual scheduled live. I thought I would share more of the with you all here. Fabulous quilt show, the Sunshine Shadows quilt show, second times fast. I and I am here. Ooh, cute little town, Beaversham. I hope my internet holds out today. I am here with our Janome Canada dealers, Threads That Bind from Maxwell, Ontario. We're in the community center, the arena of Feversham. There is a quilt show that has been going on yesterday. I was not able to live at all yesterday. The show was going on today from 10 for the arena, again with our Janome dealers, Thread That Bind, and the theme is the log cabin, a very traditional quilt pattern. And so the show, I had no time yesterday to see it, so I thought I'll tour it this morning before everyone comes in, and I'll share it with you all. But let me flip around here and flip to my camera so you can see the back camera at least, that yes, they have a booth here. I am here demonstrating so many fabulous things since our dealers Threads That Bind. This is their little booth that they have set up. So Thread is in Maxwell, Ontario. They are Janome Canada dealers. They've got lots of goodies for sale, of course, lots of fabrics, books, and everything. But yes, as Janome dealers, oh, they have many things that I've been demonstrating here. This quilt for the 500E, 550E, 550ELE. Oh, things like the spool stands. Oh, the cloth setter. Yes, tape stand, quilt binder attachment. I've been demoing all of these things. And yes, of course, they have them for sale. The cloth setter, there's two different types here. One was for the 15,000 and Skyline S9. But then, of course, when we've got the embroidery only machines here, this is the universal cloth setter with 15,000 in the S9. But it also has this coupling here to fit the hoops for the 550E and 550ELE, for example. I've been doing some embroidery couching. Isn't that gorgeous? With the embroidery kit is available for, again, the embroidery only machines here, like the fabulous 550. So this is another good reason to come to a quilt show or any sort of event, any sort of sewing event, again, with your Janome dealers, that we educators travel and come to the shows and demonstrate things like, oh yes, the circular sewing attachment. I shared these on some of my Facebook Lives. But here, yes, I'm demoing them live in person with the circular sewing attachment. This clips in here. This is on the 9480, but this circular sewing attachment will fit a number of Janome machines. So long as you have this easy set configuration that has this little thread cutter at the side of the bobbin holder, you'll be able to use this circular sewing attachment. And you can do all these fun things. I really got into making these trivets. Again, I did these in Facebook Lives that you can go back to the Janome Canada YouTube channel to see. But they're very, very fun to do, that I'm demoing them live in person. Here's another little trivet I made, but this was demonstrating ruler quilting, which, yes, I was demonstrating here on the 6700, one of my all-time favorite machines. You never know what machines your Janome dealer will have, so make sure that you contact them for a in-person demo. This is the fabulous Continental M8 that I have been demonstrating, the SR accurate stitch regulator with the industry first ruler foot for a accurate stitch regulator. So this way we are able to use our rulers safely up against this foot because of that higher profile. And then again, with this accurate stitch regulator, we can do all of our stitching free motion wise, ruler quilting, any kind of templates, and the stitches are all consistent. So it's been very fun watching the customers come in and demo. Now the 5300 QDC, one of our most popular machines for travel and classes. Look, it comes with this fabulous object available for a number of machines, but these optic magnifiers come with the 5300. So look at that, better visibility of the needle just where you need it. So fun to demo all of these machines. And of course, our 3160, another very popular machine for travel and classes. I'm demonstrating the ribbon sewing attachment here. The ribbon sewing guide, I have a 1-inch wide ribbon here. It's kept exactly centered where I need it. So this guide, I can sew any of my decorative stitches, as you see here, any of my decorative stitches, and create my own ribbon with the fabulous ribbon sewing guide. And the cool thing about it, there are the part numbers. The cool thing about the ribbon sewing guide, it will fit almost every single Janome sewing machine out there. All you need is a threaded screw hole in your needle plate, or sometimes there's this threaded screw hole in the body of the machine, and you'll be able to use that ribbon sewing guide. Look at this adorable little, with a purchased garment. You don't even have to start from scratch, but there, this grosgrain ribbon was decorated with all the decorative stitches from the machine. Decorate the hem of this cute little dress. Again, you don't have to always start from scratch. You use the decorative stitches built into your Janome machine. And yes, it created this little bag here with some more decorative stitches from the machine. So simple to do. So yes, this is our fabulous Threads That Bind booth here at the Sunshine and Shadows Quilt. And again, Threads That Bind are our dealers in Maxwell, Ontario. But we also have some other local vendors here as well. So lots to see and do. Oh, and of course, they've got some goodie bags that you can bid on. So there's lots to see and do. But mainly, I wanted to run through the quilt show. The theme was the log cabin, one of the most traditional quilt blocks. And there are so many ways that you can create the whole quilt pattern just on how you spin the blocks. So you'll see their log cabin, as most are familiar with. We have the center square. Typically, it was always red. That was like the hearth, the fireplace of the home. And then we've got the light side, which is like the sunshine. We've got the dark side of the shadows. And of course, in life, yes, we've got many good things, many not so good things. But again, you can't have the light without the shadows, and vice versa. So this is the fun thing. You believe this is all that same log cabin block, but it's on how you spin the block. In this case, all the lights were together. So it creates almost like this frame, this thing. So I thought we'll make you all dizzy by running through and seeing all of the quilts on display. Oh, isn't that cute with the bees? So adorable. So yes, what you can do with the log cabin. So let's run through. The show starts at 10, so I will have to move quickly. And then again, I'm hoping I won't make you all dizzy with me running around too much. But here we go. Look at this. I love it. So scrappy. Scrap quilts are one of my favorites. And look how cute. This way we know if we're directional, these cute little houses that we know end up. But isn't that gorgeous? So great. And look at this border treatment. Isn't that beautiful with it all angled? That is amazing. Look at those points too. Very impressive. So it's very fun to come to a quilt show. Site. Oh, there we go. The internet's not the best here, but hopefully it'll be good enough to see the show. Look at all this. Oh my gosh. That's so gorgeous. Now, this is like a variation of log cabin. It's that same kind of, spinning, but it's more like a courthouse steps, as it's called. So you see the steps here. So it's a variation of the log cabin pattern, but very, very beautiful. So very fun to see. And look at this gigantic quilt. King size. Wow. I got to step back to even try to see it all. And how fabulous. I know that a number of these have been made on Janome machines. So look at how fabulous that is. Now this is a pineapple pattern, which is again is another variation of the log cabin, since we have that center square and then we have all the pieces wrapping around it with the light and the dark. So pineapple is another very old traditional quilt pattern, and again a variation of log cabin. So isn't this beautiful? Another log cabin, very scrappy. Now this was done by hand, but we have a stitch in our Janome machines, this hand look quilt stitch that looks virtually identical to this. It is amazing. So it's called the hand look quilt stitch. So double check if your Janome machine has that. Oh, isn't this cute with the butterflies, butterfly fabric, and then butterflies in the quilting. So a lot of times when people say, oh, what do I quilt? My quilt. Well, there, you use the inspiration from your fabric using the butterflies. So isn't it gorgeous? I love to see the variation of everybody's quilts. And again, unfortunately, I've got to run through this show so quickly. There's so many, there's over 100 quilts here. Isn't that amazing? Now you can't go wrong with black, white, and red. Those are Janome colors. Janome's official color is red, of course, but that, yes, black and white as accents. Look at this beautiful one. Oh, with the birds. I love it. Isn't that so beautiful? Yes, also very big. These would be so cozy bed quilts. Beautiful quilting. It's so cute. So yes, so much inspiration here. Oh no, this is a very fun one. Look how the pattern, dances down the quilt. Isn't that very cool? And then even the special little treatment in the borders. So again, this is a great time to get some inspiration. And can you believe these are all variations of the log cabin quilt? I love all this bright colors, especially it's a bit another sort of cold, cloudy day here. Oh yes, blue and yellow with those red centers, fun. This is like the wonky log cabin. Look at how there is our block, but it's all kind of skewed a little bit. So they call these wonky logs. So that's very cute. Yes, another. Isn't it fun how you see it almost looks like curves, but it's actually still straight lines, but it's all just on the piecing on how it is cut. So very cool. So many things to see, so much inspiration. Oh, this is another scrappy one. Again, it's like that wonky logs. So there's something for everybody. It's really, really fun. And then, oh, these look like, sort of like random appliques just put in, almost like they're tumbling blocks. So really, really fun to do. And it's wonderful to be here to see all of these beautiful quilts. And oh my, look at this. Wow. That is amazing. Oh, it's a cat. As I get further back to see what the cat, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? So cool. And then here I can see, do you see the log cabin block? In the quilting. Isn't that perfect? Wow, that is so cool. But yes, it's wonderful to be here to see all these gorgeous quilts, to see all the inspiration. Yes, I know many of them were quilted and sewn, pieced on a Janome machine, so that's even extra special for me to see. I recognize a lot of the names of the ladies who have created these gorgeous quilts. They're very proud Janome girls. So that's very good. So, you know, Quilt Canada is coming up in the middle of June, a couple of weeks away. Look at this with the applique. So hopefully you are all going to be coming to Quilt Canada. That is at the International Center in Mississauga. Let's see, it's June, I think, 18th, 19th, 20th. Or no, it's 19, 20, 21st of June. 18th is the setup day. You can go to the CQA, Canadian Quilters Association website to find out all the information. So yes, everywhere I turn, more quilts, more quilts, more quilts. They're so cute. So hopefully we will see you all at Quilt Canada. Definitely we'll see lots of quilts on display, and I'll for sure be running around Quilt Canada so I can share all the quilts with everyone. But it's wonderful to go to a show like this. So you see all these beautiful quilts. Definitely go out and support the community. And then, yes, I'm here with our Janome Dealers Threads That Bind from Maxwell, Ontario. So it's always wonderful to get out to help support your local Janome dealer. Isn't this cool? Do you see that movement, that spinning? It's so incredible. And it's all straight lines, but you know, don't notice it when you get further back. It's really cool. And this with the colors, I love it. There is just, again, so many. The theme was log cabin. That's it. It was up to the individual what they chose, what fabrics, what pattern, what layout. Look at all this beautiful quilting. Now, of course, Janome's got the Quiltmaker long arms, Quiltmaker Pro 20, for example, that has Pro Stitcher Premium Computer. We can do all of this beautiful long arm quilting with our Janome long arm machines, or of course, many of you love to do your quilting. I love scrappy quilts. Oh, beautiful. Look at the pattern. Many of you love doing the quilting yourself on your Janome machine, and that's where machines like, oh yes, that Continental M8 is wonderful with that 13.5-inch throat space. Isn't that so beautiful, combining the stars with the log cabin? There's more stars. Isn't that cool? Just incredible. So fun. And then this one with lots of negative space, but a great time to show off some quilting. And then, yes, a lot of people have done binding by machine, where it is stitched front and back by machine. We have our quilt binder attachment that will do that. So binding doesn't have to be done by hand all the time. Isn't that beautiful? It is just so cool, the creativity here. This is why I thought I would share some of the show with you all to get inspired. I would love to take time and show you absolutely everything, but this is just a quick sneak peek, because once the show starts and then people start coming in the booth and they start asking me questions, another reason why it's great to go out to a dealer event when our educators are at the dealer store, ask us all the events, ask us questions. So then again, then I get very busy, and then I wasn't even able to see the show yesterday at all. So that's why I'm in here this morning. Yes, the 9450 does a hand look quilt stitch. Yes, oh, there's also sashiko stitching built into a number of the machines as well. You can also use, or even go over the same stitching twice to get it more of a build-up. But if you can use a thicker thread in the bobbin, use the low tension blue dot bobbin holder with a thicker thread in the bobbin, that will produce more of that sashiko looking stitch when you do the hand look quilt stitch and you use like invisible thread, monofilament thread in the top. It's a really cool technique. You can go to our Janome Life blog and read more about that hand look quilt stitch. Isn't this beautiful? All the colors. It is so fabulous. There is just so much. There's again over 100 quilts here. So if you all have time, oh, and some people have entered in more than one. They must have been very busy. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that cool? So colorful. So if you are in the Feversham area, I'm here with, again, our Janome Dealer, Threads That Bind from Maxwell, Ontario, and we're at the community center, the arena in Feversham, and we're here from 10 till 4 for the Sunshine and Shadows quilt show. So even if you were Googling directions, just type in, you know, the Sunshine and Shadows quilt show in Feversham, and it'll give you the address of the arena. So then you could come by, see these gorgeous quilts. And again, don't you love it? It's all straight lines, but it looks like curves. It looks like a flower petal. But as I get in closer, you see it's all just straight lines. But when you pull back a little more, they curve. It's really cool. There's so much you could do. Look at how this is hand quilted. Wow. It's so beautiful. And again, I'd rather do it by machine with that hand look quilt stitch by machine. I'm not nearly as talented to do it myself, but isn't that gorgeous? All hand quilting. So yes, we must come to these quilt shows to help support, to keep this wonderful tradition of quilting alive. And there is so much we can do with it. Ooh, look at all that gorgeous quilting. All those feathers. Wow. And then again, all the bright. Now, can you see then log cabin? There's our center square. Here's our light. There's our dark shadows. You'd never know. It's that same block. And there, isn't that cool? There is so much we can do. And it's wonderful when many of our Janome dealers have classes. So you can sign up for classes to learn different techniques. Oh, that's cute. You see the little animals, they're cute. They look like little corgis. That's really, really cute. So yes, make sure that you sign up for your classes at your Janome dealer. And you can learn new techniques. Yes, beautiful. I'll go to this side. Again, we all came in early so we could all see the show yesterday. It was such a busy day. Such a busy day. And again, it was wonderful that so many people were coming out to support the show, see the beautiful quilts on display. This one, very patriotic. Yes, it's called Oh Canada. How perfect. So yes, it was so good. And again, a great time to come ask some questions. I am here all day from 10 to 4 in the booth. Ask me any questions about your Janome machine, and great time to demo. Fabulous. I love the scrappy quilts. They're so fun. And let me see, yes, more of our traditional log cabin. This is what I love, is how everything is so traditional. And then look at this, so little log cabins. Wow. I wonder how many blocks they created. Lots. Yeah, look at it all. Dare I get you on camera? He's taking the day off from work. Can you believe it? This is a Janome Canada dealer reunion. This is fabulous. We have Mike Demore and Gail from Gem Sewing, the fabulous Wendy from Threads That Bind. So you never know who's going to come to a quilt show. Fabulous. And we're now live on Janome Canada Facebook, so everyone knows you're playing hooky. You're away from the store. Isn't it lovely? Oh, fabulous. Isn't it great? Gem Sewing is up in New Liskeard and in Sudbury. So isn't it lovely? They could come down here to support, again, other Janome dealers. It's wonderful. Everyone can share in the Janome love, share in the fun. This is William Morris fabric, which I love. Isn't this so cool? So again, you never know who's going to be at the show. That's fabulous. So yes, there are, in a whirlwind, there are the quilts of the show. There's a few more on the walls here. And yes, I'm focused to the wall, so that's good. So yes, just a few more here as I run back to the booth, as I've got to get set up for my next day of demos. That cute, the log cabin, again, with the hearth of the home being that red square. So here, the center of our quilt block being the home, that's cute. So yes, so much inspiration to be had. So make sure you all go out to support your fabulous Janome dealers. When they go to, there's still many local, like Quilt Guild shows. So it's, oh, I'm trying not to get my hand in the way. There's still many local Quilt Guild shows out there. So we do have our Big Quilt Canada show. Again, that's coming up in middle of June. That will be at the International Center in Mississauga. So, of course, Janome's got a booth front and center there. So make sure you all come out and see us in our Janome booth. But again, at our local quilt shows, that's a great way that you can meet other quilters in your community. And again, hopefully that they have a Janome dealer there at the local quilt show as well. Again, like the fabulous Threads That Bind, here I am. Again, we're at the, it's technically the Osprey Arena, but it's in Feversham, Ontario. And again, we're here from 10 till 4. Then I will be in the booth demonstrating all the wonderful Janome machines. And again, come and ask questions and see all the beautiful, beautiful quilts. So thank you everyone so much for joining me today. It's wonderful to connect with you all. And of course, I hope to see you all on Wednesday for my regular Facebook Live, where I'll be demonstrating more, again, more ways to share the Janome love. So thank you everyone for joining me and have a fabulous day.